Hi, this is Mike Zamron here with Home Repair Services, and today's toolbox tip is going to be about the toilet flapper in the toilet tank. It's very common for the flapper to go bad. It's actually the most common thing that will go bad, and you could lose 35 plus gallons of water each and every day if that flapper is bad. How would I know if it's bad? Have you ever heard the water cycle in the bathroom and no one's even in there? That's a true sign that the flapper is bad. And what happens is, in the back corner here we have this float, and when the water comes in, the float shuts it off, so no more water will come in. But down here at the flapper, if that flapper is bad, the water is just going to gradually seep through there and go down into the bowl. So how would we know the flapper is bad is because of the water level lowers down and it cycles, and no one's in the bathroom, but why is the water running? Well, that's what's happening. This back in the back is the inlet valve, and when the water comes in, it lifts that float. The float stops and it turns off the water from coming in. However, down here at the bottom, this red flapper, which is just like this, when the edge of it, they can get bad, and the water will just seep down around through that and run down into the bowl. When that happens, in that corner, the float is lowering, and once a float lowers to a certain point, it's going to say we need water again, and it fills back up again. So you're constantly cycling water through and wasting that water. So changing a flapper is, you can do it in a matter of a few minutes actually. Most of them are all universal, and they're made out of a silicone rubber. They're pliable, and they just have, over here on the side, it just snaps on. There are two little ears on that tube right there that you can see. That flapper just snaps on there, and then you would take it off at the top. You would just unhook the chain and take that flapper right out of there. And then you would have another one. Flappers, you can pick them up for $5. I would say that was an average price for a flapper. But there are different kinds, but they do the same thing. So to put the flapper back on, I'll use a different one. You can see it has the ears right here that just snap right over, right there. And then you bring the chain up. You have to put the little hook where it needs to be in the chain. The chain will be longer than you need, so you have to determine where it needs to be. The chain needs to have this curve shape to it. You don't want to have this chain so tight so that it's just straight up, because then when you open the flapper, it actually will just snap right back closed again because there's too much pressure on it. So it just needs to have that little curve. And then you don't want it too long, because then that chain would come down and interfere with the flapper coming back down and closing again. So you can see that little gradual curve there. If you have that, you've got exactly what you need.